Yeah. A comma be watching, you fear by 9, you will hear no with ye.
Hello there, my name is Edubiase Senior. I'm the chair for the African Youth and Adolescents Network on Population and Development, simply known as AFRIAN. So AFRIAN Ghana is a country network of many organizations, of which Youth Alliance for Development is a part. There are many AFRIAN country networks across Africa, Eastern Southern Africa, and Western Central Africa. And AFRIAN's goal is just to ensure that we have an organized youth front where we can effectively advocate for issues that affect young people. AFRIAN also is a very strong platform for capacity building, and it is the reason why we are very proud of the work that Youth Alliance for Development is doing. And I am particularly happy to be engaging with other girls, with other young people. If you're watching me right now, it is because you have done so much. You've made a lot of personal efforts to get here so far, and if you are almost on the verge of breaking now, my aim here today is to let you know that it is not the end of the road. Once there's life, there's hope, there's an opportunity to always become better. And for people like us, it is a thing of crashing, getting up, realizing what happened, wiping the dust off your body, and then moving on again, because it's never a smooth route. Now, on to the main topic about menstrual hygiene management. It's a very simple but complicated issue. Menstruation. Menstrual hygiene management is a widely talked about issue across the globe. Now, menstruation is a huge issue because half of the population of the world either go through it or are about to go through it. So half of the population of the world are females or born females, and that means that they have the ability to menstruate. Now, menstruation is by no means a fault of anybody. Neither is it some illness or a taboo. It shouldn't be treated as such. I mean, it's not something Edith can control. It's not something you can control. A natural biological process that girls and women go through, and shouldn't in any way inhibit where they want to be today, tomorrow, and in the next 5 years. It is absolutely wrong and against the human rights of girls and women to have menstruation take away the ability to benefit fully from school, to have menstruation take away the ability to engage and socially interact with people who can give you ideas, and for you to basically effectively engage as a human and exist fully to your potential in this life. And it is the reason why I call menstruation a global issue, because it's not basically about just me or you. The point is that we have a lot of social networks. I want to draw your attention to the fact that because of menstruation and some of its complications, including painful menstruation, girls almost always have to miss about 3 to 5 days of school every month. I don't know if you can do the math, but 5 times 12 is what? 60. That is 60 days of school every year that the boy is still going to school. That could be a test day. That could be a normal day where a teacher is explaining something extremely important. Yet girls are expected to, do the same as boys, and even in some cases better than boys in academics. And it's the reason why I respect so much girls who are able to advance in academics, because there are so many barriers around girls. There are so many different issues, different complications that girls go through. So for you to be able to break these barriers and still maintain 1st to 10th position in your class,
And when you be there, and the massa mammy goes out. Charlie Wayade, I was say a boa basso, into mammy goes out, make high power.
So, cultures around the world have made the discussion on menstruation a taboo subject, calling the blood, the fact that it's blood related and the blood is impure and the blood is devilish and the blood is evil, or some people have just created some weird stories around it. So let's address a few of these stories.
And then we can to Massa Mammy goes out. We do be for your phone so one J Nini one papa or Mammy goes out.
One of it is, I don't know if you've ever heard this, that when you are in your period and you have sex, you won't get pregnant. That is such a big lie. This is so untrue. Yes, many individuals have less fertility, as like they are least fertile during their period. But least fertile is not the same as non-fertile. It means there's still a probability of pregnancy. And also remember that the sperm can actually stay 5 to 7 days within your genital tract if you're using the whole ovulation principle. So you may end up getting pregnant even though you did your calculations right, because the sperm is quietly waiting in the corner and waiting to coincide with your ovulation, which is actually the peak fertility time for every girl. The second myth is that you should not exercise when you are in your period. A guy, my sister. Actually, exercising before, during, or after your period is the best way to allow oxygen to flow through your muscles, and allows for very easy circulation of blood, and likely to reduce your menstrual cramps and your premenstrual symptoms. So exercising is good. Basically, that kind of myth cancelled.
The
third myth on menstruation, they say that your period should last exactly 1 week. Nope. Everybody has different intervals. It could last from any time between 3 to 7 days, and it's normal. That's what science says. I didn't say so. So please don't compare your periods to other people's periods. However, if you have extremely high inconsistency in the number of days you bleed, you should see a doctor.
Sister will be a so one papa.
I found out that in Nepal and even in some religions in Ghana, when you're in your period, you cannot have contact with anyone. For God's sake, a period is not an infectious disease. It's not even a disease in the first place. Please, when you have your period, does not mean you cannot touch people. It does not mean you cannot pray. I am a Christian. I pray during my period. In fact, I pray to God to help me out of those menstrual cramps. Jesus, it's so painful. You're in your period does not mean that you should be an outcast. And in cases where it's a community problem, and I would advise that girls and women come together, bring themselves together, mobilize themselves, and have some strong advocacy and educate people on menstruation generally. That look, we are not weapons of mass destruction because of menstruation. We do not kill with our menses. We do not fire, pollute bodies and pollute water and pollute food and pollute the earth because we are menstruating. Jeez. Many girls believe that when they are working, everybody knows that they are in their menses. Like, you look like you're in menses. You look periody. In fact, this is not true, except in a few special cases where people go through so much pain during their menses that almost everybody, or maybe the people around them, knows that they are in their menses. But even that, please seek medical attention. But otherwise, periods are not written on your forehead, and you do not look like periods. Importantly, it is critical to note that people are opening up more about menstrual hygiene management, about menstruation in general. I'm sure that there are other speakers who talk more about the management of your menstrual health and hygiene. But for me, my duty is to make sure that you understand some of these myths and do away with them as quickly and soon as possible. If you have any questions, please ask them. I'm sure Robert and his team at the Youth Alliance for Development will help you, and the other able panelists will definitely help answer your questions. So be proud of your red days, treat yourself well, enjoy your youth wisely, and most importantly, know that you are the change that your community needs. So be that change, and you cannot be that change by just sitting down. You have to be that change by being a part of processes, initiatives that have started already in your community, or starting your own initiatives that you believe will greatly help society. But otherwise, do feel free to engage with me personally on Facebook, Edith Asemeni, SNAM in bracket, or Afrian Ghana on Twitter and Facebook. And let's have a mentorship, friendship, relationship from there. Keep doing what you do best, and remember, as a woman, there are so many other things that you need to focus on. There's school, there's your life, there's career, there's so many other things to focus on. Do not let menstruation be the third thing that holds you, stagnates you, and prevents you from being the best version of yourself. I enjoyed this. I hope you enjoyed it too, and please connect and engage. Let this program be one of your best programs yet, because it's in the month of May, my birth month. Bye. Enjoy the rest of your day. Bye.